Okay, very good morning, children. We will start now. Make in India movement. Mute yourself. Children, you have to mute yourself, otherwise I will remove you. I'm sorry to state. Okay, we are going to discuss Make in India initiative. You know that this initiative is introduced by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What is the logic behind introducing this initiative? Basically, to see that India is becoming self-sufficient and all the products are manufactured in India itself. When during this COVID pandemic period, government is also emphasizing Atmanirbhar programs. Atmanirbhar means that is also becoming independent, no longer depending upon foreigners. So all these programs have been introduced with a view to make India a global power and to become independent. When this program was introduced, children, this program was introduced. I hope you can see the screen, right? Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
इतना टाइम क्यों लेता है एक आंसर देने के लिए? This scheme was introduced in the year 2014, September 25th. That itself is a good question for objective. What is the purpose of this program? To encourage domestic, again started the program. I will just use this. The basic purpose of this program is to encourage the domestic companies and the foreign companies to manufacture their product in India. You are aware that many of these MNCs, multinational companies, they are selling their product in India, but they are not manufacturing their product in India. So when they are manufacturing their product in India, children, what will happen? This will create employment opportunities, okay, in India, as well as it will create economic development, because multiplier effect will be created in the country when foreign companies are manufacturing, okay, their product in India. Then to create a healthy environment for investment in 25 focus sectors. Children, government has chosen 25 focus sectors where they invited foreign companies as well as the domestic companies to manufacture their product in India. How these 25 companies, how these 25 focus areas have been chosen? These 25 focus sectors were chosen considering it as the base for economic development, including infrastructure. Please remember that after 1951, as I told you, started our first 5-year plan. We ended 12 5-year plan. Still, we cannot say that we have become, fully developed. We are still in the developing stage. So what is stopping our full economic development is the lack of funds. So through this program, what the government wanted to see is economic development is happening not only by Indians, even by the foreign companies, but they have to manufacture their product in India. Which are the 25 focus sectors that government has included under Make in India movement? Did you see the symbol of Make in India? You can see here. The symbol is that of a lion. What does this lion represent, children? Means the speed. We know that lion is the king of the animals, and the way in which lion is acting, it is quite aggressive. That is that symbol represents. It's an aggressive movement. I hope, children, you are understanding. The very purpose of the movement is it should be aggressive. If it is passive, one minute, why that pen is not writing? It is aggressive. If it is a passive movement, it will not serve the purpose. That is why the symbol of lion has been chosen. Then, Make in India movement is emphasizing on 4 areas. Which are the 4 areas? First one is policy initiative and new processes. Because it is totally a new area, So the policy has to be initiated, which should invite Indians. When we speak about Indians, even NRI Indians are included, as well as the foreigners to come and start industry in India. And what are the new processes, how it has to be incorporated, even that has to be considered. Then Make in India movement realizes that in order to attract the foreign companies to manufacture in our country, what is very essential is what children? Strong infrastructure. See here, already we were discussed or we had discussed regarding the strong infrastructure. Strong infrastructure includes what all things, children? There should be good road facilities. Okay, electricity should be provided. Finance should be provided. That is infrastructure. Road, electricity, and finance. Until and unless your infrastructure is strong, you cannot invite any foreign companies to come to India, whatever may be the concessions that you are giving to them. Then again, government has to identify the focus sectors. Government should know that which all sectors should be included under Make in India movement, and that sector should be known as a focus sector. You cannot choose all the sectors and decide or go for economic development. Then subse important is the new mindset. What do you mean by new mindset, children? Because we know that basically we are rigid. What is the speciality or what is the idea of rigid? Indians are not ready to accept the new change. Because for 50 years, 60 years, we were living in the umbrella of protection of the government. That is, we were following the mixed economy. So when you are going towards privatization, when there will be competition, what is important is mindset of the people has to change. You have to accept that you will no longer be protected by the government. You should be competitive enough to face even the foreign companies who will be manufacturing in our country. So there are 4 key areas for Make in India movement. One is the policy initiative. Second is a strong infrastructure. Then we have to identify the 4 sectors. Then the mindset of the people should change. Then what are the objectives of Make in India? To promote the growth of manufacturing sector. Children, we know that manufacturing sector is the key area. So manufacturing sector, the growth of the manufacturing sector has to be promoted, and it should contribute at least 25% to GDP by 2020. We know that 2020 is over. We are now running with 2021. So manufacturing sector has to contribute minimum 25% to national income. But you are very well aware, 2019-20 has been a totally devastated year because of the COVID. However, government is continuing with Make in India movement. Because here what is happening is agricultural sector is still in the developing stage. Manufacturing sector is not taking the initiative. Only service sector is contributing for the development. So any country to develop, what is very essential is the manufacturing sector. Then to increase the investment in the manufacturing sector. This is important. Manufacturing sector investment has to be increased. Then from where the investment will come? Investment will come either from the private sector or from the foreign companies. Don't think that government will be fully protecting these companies. No, private companies have to face the competition from the foreign companies to build best in-class manufacturing infrastructure. See that. Government wanted to build best manufacturing infrastructure in the world. India should become the hub of infrastructure. Children, what do you mean by hub? Hub means center. The government they are aiming that India should become the hub of manufacturing infrastructure. Children, remember, how can you become the hub? Theoretically speaking, all these are very easy. But how can you become the hub? You are having a very big competitor in your neighborhood, that is China. and China has already made their infrastructure quite strong. So India is lagging in the infrastructure. But until and unless you develop this infrastructure, please remember the Make in India movement or any other movement will not take place or will not achieve the purpose. And I told you infrastructure development, what the government is emphasizing. Government has, started various golden corridor where they are connecting the various highways because the road, the transport, let it be road, let it be airways, let it be waterways, these are all coming under infrastructure. This has to be developed. Then only your concept or your dream of inviting foreigners to our country will become a reality. Encourage large scale employment opportunities. I told you Make in India ka main objective is development of manufacturing sector. Second is creating large scale employment opportunity. Children, how there will be large scale employment opportunity? Basically because their manufacturing unit is, which will be shifted in India. Our general practice is what? They will produce outside the country and India will become the marketing hub. So government realized that there is no meaning in becoming the marketing hub. Instead, we should become the manufacturing hub. I hope children you are understanding. I will tell you the best example. Samsung belongs to which country, children? Samsung is having one of the leading, or they are having an upper edge in electronic business, mobiles, TV, and whatnot. Everywhere you can see the name of Samsung. And Samsung belongs to which country? Till the answer bolo. Did you write it in the chat box? Samsung belongs to
South Korea.
Correct, perfect. It is belonging to South Korea. You are 100% right. When government of India has started this Make in India movement, the big the big electronic giant, they have started their manufacturing unit in Noida. Okay, that is between in the border of Delhi as well as UP. Okay, so there Samsung has started their manufacturing unit. Because of that, what is happening? Now, whenever you are buying the mobile or anything, any product of Samsung, you can see they are writing Make in India. You can see that. Whenever you are buying the mobile, wo box ke piche dekho, there will be a symbol like this, Make in India. What does it mean? The whole product is made in India. One of the example only I told you about Samsung. There are so many products, Hyundai. There are so many companies, they have set up their manufacturing plant in India. And very important another concept or another motive is to improve the ease of doing business in India. Look this word. What do you mean by ease of doing the business? There is generally in the international area or in the international business area, there is a feeling India is not the country where doing the business is easy. Here, the complicated bureaucratic procedure, हर matter के लिए delay, license के लिए corruption, all these things never encouraged foreigners to create manufacturing unit in our country. So one of the objective of Make in India movement is they wanted to spread the message. What was the logic of spreading the message? They, especially Prime Minister, you know that, who was constantly traveling to various parts of the world. When he was traveling to other countries, what he was doing is he was trying to create a message that India is changing and becoming or doing the business in India is easy now. This message has to spread. Not only that the message has to be spread, but also we have to make necessary changes. Because even the NRI, non-resident Indians, they were not ready to start business in India. You know, children, why not? Even they were not ready to start the business in India? Because India's business policies were complicated, complex, time-consuming. That was the reason, if you are remembering, when Narendra Modi was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, he has made lot of changes in Gujarat. He said that any businessman, let it be Indian or foreigner, who wants to start business in Gujarat, the sanction will be provided within the shortest span of time, say 24 hours, say 48 hours. That is why the Gujarat model was becoming popular in India for some time. After that, Prime Minister, Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister and he has shifted to center. So center also he was trying to introduce the same concept. Business environment should be easy. Children, please understand it very clearly. When you are having the big objective or ambitions of inviting the foreigners or the technical giants, you know that Google is having their office in Bangalore, Microsoft is having their office in Bangalore, all the big companies like LG, Samsung, they're all having their manufacturing unit in our country. But at that time, the basic or the fundamental concept of Make in India movement is ease of doing business should be introduced in India. Children, ease means what? Business should become, starting the business should be easy. एक डोर से दूसरा डोर से तीसरा डोर परमिशन के लिए जाने पर टाइम इज गेटिंग वेस्टेड. So MNCs क्या सोचेगा? Why should we waste our time in this country? We will go to the neighboring country. China is opened the door and inviting everybody. Singapore doing the business is easy. Hong Kong, Taiwan, there are so many countries where they can go and start the business. So remember that, so one of our basic objective was that only doing the business has become easy. Now I am asking the young girls and boys, comparing to some 20 years before, do you think that now starting business is easy in India? आपका ओपिनियन क्या है? अभी इंडिया में बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना, is it an easy thing? What do you feel? 20 years compare करने पर, that means when you were just born or you were that period, वो period और अभी का period compare करने पर आपको लगता है now there is a ease of doing the business in India? Answer to the question, yes or no? Yes, come on, quickly give the answer. Let me read the chat box. Yes, some are written no, some are written yes. You are perfectly right. Even today, you cannot say that India is an very easy business destination point or it has become a hub. Even now, there are a lot of complex procedures are there or delay is happening. But no doubt, Skill India, Make in India movement has tried or trying its level best to attract the business to our country. Then Project India as the preferred investment destination. See this point. To Project India as the preferred investment destination. You are very well aware, government was making lot of effort till the period of this COVID pandemic to project India in the international world as the best investment destination. I am asking you one interesting question. Suppose that somebody is asking you, which is the best tourist country in the world, or which is the best country to go as a tourist, or which country is encouraging tourism. Immediately we will say the example of Dubai, Singapore, okay, US, they are all inviting the tourists and they have preferred or they have already made their country as the destination point. Similarly, India got lot of benefits to make India as the investment destination, most preferred investment destination point. But years together, there is already a developed or already there is a concept which is spread in the international world. India is a country where lot of uncertainty is there in the business. In addition to that, there are lot of issues which are related to caste, color and the race. So and the delay. So when these things are spread at the international level, to project India as a preferred investment destination is a challenging job. That was the reason Prime Minister was meeting all the NRIs. You know that he has met leading techno giants in US, and he had a meeting with the leading Indian businessman in US. He has met Sundar Pichai, you know that who is the CEO of Google. He has met Satya Nadella, who is the CEO of Microsoft. Like that, there are so many Indians who are occupying at the top position in Silicon Valley or in the Bay Area. But why did he meet them? He was meeting them to make them understand that India's business strategies are changing. You can come and invest in this country. Now, investment atmosphere of this country is changing. Otherwise, what is happening? Anybody, any NRI who has left India, they don't want to come back to this country because they are having the feeling that doing a business in this country is a challenging job. So that mindset has to be changed. How can you change the mindset? You have to project country, you have to project India as the best investment destination. And you know that Google Pichai, Satya Nadella, they all agreed to invest in India because they realized that India is changing, and how that concept was spread in the world as a whole. The concept was spread through Make in India movement. Children, now answer to my question. What was the objective of Make in India movement, or Make in India movement wanted to emphasize the development of which sector? There are three sectors: agriculture, manufacturing and service sector. Out of the three, Make in India movement कौन सा sector को emphasize किया?
Manufacturing sector.
Very good. Manufacturing sector. Manufacturing sector का GDP growth rate, it should contribute at least 25% to GDP. And it is a very, very challenging task for us because 1/4 of the GDP should be contributed by manufacturing sector. So talking like this or projecting like this is easy. But the problem is, how can you achieve this? In order to achieve this 25% target, what is very essential is in the international business scenario, the picture of India has to be changed. They should consider India as the preferred investment destination. I told you now the situation is different. Now companies are preferring India. But again, the widespread COVID, and India is, ranking number 2 in the world in terms of COVID cases. Naturally, this will delay the investment proposals or the investments which are coming to the country. And you are aware that most of the foreign countries, many of them have started their normal life because they could cover more than 60% of their population by way of vaccination. In India, even now, major part of the population is not yet vaccinated. The main reason is our huge chunk of population. So at present, Make in India movement is at a little slow tempo. The main reason is this COVID pandemic. But the objective of the government was to create, India and create the image. India is the best investment destination in the world. Second is, in India, doing business is easy. ये सब करने के लिए क्या चाहिए? That was the main purpose. Prime Minister was going to various countries and meeting the businessmen in that country, and he was carrying the team of people, and if needed, then and there itself, the sanction was also provided. That much fast you have to be. But we know that this was happening, but again, the pace of Make in India has become slow now. Okay. Now, to promote skill development and innovation. So when you speak about Make in India, India should become the global leader. You have to emphasize on two areas. One area is what, children? Skill development. Second area is innovation. There is no meaning in producing ordinary graduates without having any skill. Though there are a number of business schools in India which are of international reputation, our IIMs are having the international reputation. But from the school level itself, we should give emphasis to skill development. That is what is the NUSSD program of Tata Institute of Social Science is emphasizing. Please remember that skill development is a must. Skill development includes soft skills as well as the technical skill. Then to protect and attract high level of intellectual property, this is another challenging job. India should get maximum patent. Indian industries should apply for patent. Intellectual property means patent and copyrights are coming. And we should try to get maximum patent and copyrights in various manufacturing sector. I am just asking you, at present India is enjoying comfortable level of patent and copyright patent in one sector. Can you identify me which sector is that? We are having good number of patents. Which sector I am talking about? Any idea? There was a time when we were not having patents at all. Now the patents are getting developed. But the issue is, it is not, the speed is not as fast as other developed nations are moving. So I can ask you a question, where Indian companies are enjoying patents? Which area I am talking? Which sector I am talking? Okay, since I am not getting the answer from you, I am giving the answer. Dekho, in pharma sector, India is enjoying good number of patents. And you are again aware that, how did the biotech, Indian biotech company that has found out or that has invented that Covaxin, that, vaccine for COVID-19, that has been totally found out or that has been totally invented by India. That is one of the examples. There are so many medicines for fighting the cancer, fighting the AIDS. India is enjoying the patent rights. But remember, comparing to the countries like US, who is having maximum patent rights. So to compete along with them, what is very important, our patent rules and our copyright rules have to change, and the company should be encouraged to get patents. Government has opened more and more sectors for FDI. You know that foreign direct investment, it is very badly required for our country. I am asking you one simple question. Why did government open more and more sectors for FDI? Make in India program के वजह से government has opened more and more program for FDI. What is the reason? Answer to the question. आवाज किधर गया? गवर्नमेंट ने ज्यादा सेक्टर फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए क्यों ओपन किया? Let me ask to somebody.
इंडिया से ज्यादा है ना,
Foreign currency.
so money can come for
I did not hear. The voices were clashing.
For foreign
बहुत
currency.
कम है. इंडिया की करेंसी लो है, कम है.
हाँ, इंडियन करेंसी का वैल्यू कम है बराबर, और हमारे पास उतना ज्यादा कैपिटल भी correct. We do not have sufficient capital, so more and more FDI should come to our country, and that FDI should be diverted towards manufacturing sector, so that India का जो capital shortage है, it can be rectified. Remember, children. And in addition to that, India can become the hub of manufacturing sector. So I am just emphasizing on these 3 points. The basic objective of Make in India is to promote the skill development and to promote innovation. Innovation means that patent is coming. You have to be innovative. You have to be innovative. Yeah, you have to be quite innovative, and you should encourage innovation, and you should have more and more patents, copyrights. So now some of the India's manufacturing sectors are having the patents. Pharma sector is having good number of patents, and India is exporting number of medicines to different parts of the world. Our patents are basically, we are inventing the medicine, we are inventing the vaccinations, but even we are having a lot of medicines for treating cancer, AIDS, which the medicines we are even exporting to number of countries. Even USA is getting a lot of medicines from India. Don't think that India ka manufacturing sector is totally underdeveloped. Only thing is that the number of patents what we are developing is less. Why the patents are less? Because we are not emphasizing so much on R&D. Research and development में ज़्यादा focus देने पर ही पेटेंट बना सकेगा. अभी आप ही देखो जब ये कोविड इतना स्प्रेड हो गया, entire world started investing for making the vaccination. Even India also did the same, and we could produce the vaccination, no doubt at all. But the issue is R&D के लिए, research and development के लिए we do not have that much sufficient money.
नहीं होता है.
That is why government has invited foreign direct investment to the country. Foreigners are coming, and when they are investing, you take the case of Hyundai, you take the case of Samsung, you take the case of LG, and number of pharmaceutical MNCs which are working in India. They are all focusing on patents. They are all focusing on research. Remember, children, to become this Make in India movement a successful thing, there should be weightage given to patent as well as to the copyrights. Now I am asking you, Make in India movement, is it become clear to you? Yes or no? The answer is not over. So far, is it clear to you? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Voice का आवाज किधर है? Is it becoming clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now my question is, again I am repeating, whenever you are watching this YouTube channel today, tomorrow, or after some time, if you like that YouTube presentation, put the like, click to the like button. So that again I am telling you, write the comment at the box which is given below, so that teacher knows that whether this explanation is satisfying your need. Okay, so the answer is not over, but due to the time limit, we will continue it in the next class. Okay.